For me, self-acceptance is the very first step on a journey to self-love, to fulfillment, to improving your sense of self. What is up, beautiful people? My name is Teffy and I'm so happy to be making this video for you today. Before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you love content about personal development, self-love. So let's just jump right into it. Today's video is about self-acceptance. So what is self-acceptance? For me, self-acceptance is the very first step on a journey to self-love, to fulfillment, to improving your sense of self. So self-acceptance is the idea that you as are a person and you were born whole. Babies, when they're born, are loved unconditionally. We don't look at their flaws. We don't try to analyze what's wrong with them. They're just babies. They exist, and so they're worthy of love. They have so much potential. Self-acceptance is kind of the same idea. It's the idea that you are whole. You are a whole person, even with your flaws, with your quirks. It doesn't matter. You are already a whole person. You are worthy of fulfilling your goals, of reaching your dreams, and of loving yourself. So obviously self-acceptance is really important. For me, self-acceptance was kind of like the key to the door of self-love. I really struggled with liking myself when I was younger. I couldn't even look in a mirror for a long time. It would give me crippling anxiety to look in a mirror because I just was so uncomfortable with myself. Today, I'm really proud and happy to say that I love myself. I'm very confident in myself, but it wasn't always that way. It was definitely a journey to get to the point where I can even sit here and film a video without feeling doubt and questioning myself if I should be doing this. No, I have a voice, I have a lot to say, and therefore I am worthy to be sitting here and making a video. Of course. Self-acceptance is just getting to that point of I am a person and I live on this earth, and as a person on this earth, I am allowed to have a voice. I'm allowed to apply for jobs that I might feel a little bit nervous about. But even with self-acceptance, it's important to remember that we are living in society. We do live in the world. And so part of self-acceptance is knowing that you are okay person, you're a worthy person, you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to, even if other people don't see you that way. Because other people's perceptions are just that, they're perceptions. They don't know you at your core, they don't know your heart, and so it's impossible for someone's opinion of you to really determine who you are as a person. It can be really difficult living in a world with social media to kind of separate everyone else's kind of lives with ours, but it's really important to do so, because if we sit around all day comparing ourselves to so and so over there and who over there, we'll never be able to feel fulfilled in our own selves, and we'll never be able to even start chasing after what it is that we want in life, because it's so easy to get paralyzed by, well, she's already doing X, Y, and Z. She already has a perfect life. How could I even start to try to obtain what that person has over there? Society's expectations can cause unrealistic standards that make it really hard for us to accept ourselves as we are, especially in this digital age. Thanks to Instagram and TikTok, it is so easy to compare ourselves to others or feel pressure to conform to certain standards or milestones that may not be what we're actually looking for in the moment. It's so common to hear that you have to buy a house by 30 or be married by 30 or have 3 dogs and 3 children by 30, and for you that might not be your goals in life. You might be focused on your career, or you might be focused on a big move. It's so important to really sit down with ourselves and try to identify what we value, what we care for, and that's kind of one of the key steps in self-acceptance. When we know who we are, what our values are, what our morals are, what our goals are, we can start moving towards those things. And if we're stuck in a cycle of trying to appease our parents or appease our spouse or live up to some standard set for you in 3rd grade by your teacher, then we can't really start developing ourselves and start accepting ourselves as we are, because we're stuck in like a perpetual trap of trying to fulfill others rather than fulfilling ourselves. So it's really important to sit down and kind of figure out what it is that you value. Comparison is a trap that we often fall into. We want what everyone else has. FOMO is so prevalent in our society, but constantly comparing ourselves to others robs us of the opportunity to really appreciate ourselves as we are, and our unique qualities, our unique traits, that thing that only you have, because we're each born one of a kind. We're like snowflakes. Nobody's the same. Nobody has the same sense of humor or personality or look or style. And those things are what make you who you are. And once you can really cultivate and identify those things, that's how you truly step into the best version of yourself. And the best version of yourself shouldn't be compared to the best version of someone else. We're all on our individual journeys. We're all on our individual paths. Just focus on yourself, girl. So what are the benefits of self-acceptance? When we learn to embrace ourselves, we start experiencing a profound sense of freedom and liberation. It allows us to better cultivate mental health, relationships, and personal growth. Studies have shown that self-acceptance improves your resilience, boosts your self-confidence, and reduces your stress and anxiety. I don't know about you, but all those things like are the goal, are the dream. So why not take the opportunity to like yourself better, as well as reduce your stress and anxiety, as well as help build your relationships? It's a win-win-win. If you want to start building your self-acceptance, I have some tips for you. And these are just the building blocks. This is a lifelong journey, a lifelong process, but these are steps that can really help you get started on the path. My first tip is that it's really important to practice self-reflection and mindfulness. It's important to take time to understand your values, your desires, and your fears. This self-awareness helps you to develop a deeper connection with yourself. How can you move forward on your goals in life? How can you build your life if you're not even sure what you value, what you care for, what makes you tick? It's really important to take some time, grab a pen and paper, and just write out what it is that you want in life. The next step is to learn to embrace your imperfections. Remember, perfection doesn't exist. In the words of the great Hannah Montana, nobody's perfect. Remember to embrace your flaws and see them as part of what makes you unique and beautiful. We're all different, we're all unique, and so it's really important to just learn about yourself. Even your quirky things are what really makes somebody love you. Whether it's your weird sense of humor or your weird passions, those are the things that help you find your tribe, and they also are the things that make you you. So it's really important to just accept them and learn how to just learn how to be with yourself. At the end of the day, regardless of your spouse, regardless of your family, you always have yourself. And so you need to learn to like the person that you are, because that's who you are. You're like stuck with yourself in a good way. My next step is to practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness that you would treat your sister. You would never judge them if they gained a little weight, or if they did poorly on a test, or if they didn't get that promotion they set out for. So why would you judge yourself? Some of these things are out of our control, and the things that are, they're still part of life's up and downs. We're all on this planet to grow and learn and experience new things. And so rather than being hard on yourself and constantly nitpicking on yourself, learn just to keep moving forward. Take some time to reflect on your journey and where you want to go next, but don't stop. Don't be hard on yourself just because you didn't hit your goal weight, or first date went poorly, or anything that you perceive as a flaw. It's really important to pick up and keep moving forward in life. And my last tip is, when you need it, don't be afraid to seek support. Don't be afraid to seek help. Surround yourself with people who love you and can hype you up. You need like a personal hype squad, whether that's friends or family, or even if you need it, professionals. Therapy is a great resource to help you dive deeper into your own self, to learn more about yourself, to really unlock those things that are holding you back. So don't ever be afraid to reach out for help if you need support. You're your own best cheerleader, but it's always great to have somebody in your corner. So as we wrap up, I want to remind you that this is a lifelong process. You're not going to learn to love yourself or even accept yourself overnight, particularly if it's been decades of society's BS keeping you down, making you feel like crap. it's really important to take it day by day and just every day be your own cheerleader, hype yourself up. It takes time, patience, and dedication to get to a point where you really feel at home in yourself. And this is beyond just your body, and this is like total package. You need to be comfortable with your personality, your body, and just know that like who you are is who you are. You are what you are. So I hope this video has inspired you to start wholeheartedly accepting yourself. Remember, this is a process, but it is so worth it. You are so deserving of love, respect, and acceptance just as you are. So that's all for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!